Okay, tonight with us we have Wesley Baldwin. Wes is a barber. He's from Milwaukee, but has his own little barber shop. Not little, big barber shop in Brown Deer. So he's going to talk about his career journey, what he's been up to, how he got there, and all right, it's on you, Wes.
All right, name's Wesley Baldwin. I'm a barber / graphic designer, and I've been in the barbering industry for 4 years now.
Okay.
I graduated from school in 2017,
Okay.
and I've been graphic designer since 2015.
Okay, that's right.
And
you
I
do
went to
graphic
school for
design.
that too.
Okay.
School for barbering was, I want to say, it was just a year more. It was, you only got to do 1,500 hours.
Okay.
And that's till about 9 months, but you pretty much don't graduate to the end of the year.
Okay. And when you say school for barbering, like, what does that entail? Like, did you have to? Is it a degree program? Like, what is that?
So it's just for a license certificate. At the end of it, you gotta pass your state exams. You get 2 exams, a written and a practical.
Okay.
And then you get your license at the end after you pass that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long did that take?
The test.
The course or
The course, 9 months. You just gotta fulfill the hours, so that rounds up to about 9 months, which is just 1,500 hours.
Okay. What kind of course did you have to take that maybe you didn't expect you'd have to take?
The women's courses.
Oh, okay.
We do women's hair. We had to do finger waves, curling, rods. You have to do everything.
Everything.
Pretty
Okay.
everything except makeup and nails.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the program called that you went to?
Barbering cosmetology. Barbering
Okay.
cosmetology. Barcodes was the code for
Okay. And where was that?
it. At MATC.
MATC. Okay. Okay. And it was a year-long program, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every
Okay.
day.
Every day.
Yeah. So it's definitely a commitment.
Yeah.
So if you work in, like, it's definitely a commitment. You got to be there every day.
Was this something that you pay for out of pocket, or did financial aid cover it for you?
So you can do either or. You can't get financial aid, but some people pay out of pocket, your choice. Because you got to get a kit, and the kit, it changes every year. When we had the kit, it was like $1,200 for the kit, and then you got to pay for the schooling too. So. Yeah.
Okay. And roughly, how many people are in a class setting?
It's different, and the class settings always get smaller as the time go on, because a lot of people can't make the commitment to being there every day. So with my class, we started with like 18, and we ended with, I want to say, like 9.
Oh wow, that's half.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it? Would you say because it's rigorous, or is it because it's more the time commitment?
The time commitment.
Time commitment.
Definitely
Okay.
time commitment.
Okay. Okay. And is there anything about, like, well, okay, going back to what you said about having to do the women's hair, what did you feel you used any of it, or it benefited you?
When I first got out, I did. I actually joined a salon.
Oh, okay.
So I was a barber there, and sometimes women they mistaken me offering women's haircuts as me actually doing women hair. So I ended up doing women hair for a little bit.
Okay.
And I took that off my price list. But yeah, so I used this starting off my career, but kind of now I kind of don't.
Okay.
Yeah, don't really too much get women clientele.
Okay. And not to flip back and forth too much, but you said you do graphic design too. Could you kind of tell us about that journey, and like, did you have to get any certifications, license, schooling for that?
Yeah, so I went to school for graphic design straight out of high school. They came and did a presentation. The college I went to was the Art Institute of Wisconsin. It's no longer here.
Okay.
But they do have one in Chicago that's close by.
Okay.
And they came and did a presentation at my school. I liked it, and I went there straight out of high school. And yeah, I went for associates, but you can do a bachelor's too.
Okay.
So that's a 2-year degree. Got that finished, and waited a year, then went straight to the barbering program. And it's pretty easy. It's pretty good. You don't have to take much generals. You pretty much just taking your regular classes, just all about your field of what you're doing.
How do you merge the two? How do you merge both graphic design and barbering?
So I get to make my own schedule. So
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
great.
the help there with that one. And so I do barbering from Tuesday to Saturday, and then I do my graphic design Sunday, Monday, and pretty much on Tuesdays, because Tuesdays are my lighter days.
Okay.
And then anytime I get off from barbering, I do graphic design afternoon.
Okay, so you've been doing graphic design since you finished your associates back.
Yeah,
however many
and
years ago.
I actually have a computer at my suite, so if I get done in between clients, I can jump on the computer and do stuff in between.
That's great. Okay.
Has your graphic design skills benefited your barber business greatly?
Yes, I do my own advertising.
That's a big
do
thing.
my own advertising. I made all my own business cards. Yeah, I can take my own photos. It helps a lot as far as on the marketing end.
Yeah, and we haven't really touched on that, like about your own shop too. I know I mentioned in the beginning that you do own your own shop, and you want to shout it out a little bit too?
Oh yeah, so my shop is Baldwin's The Art of Grooming, and we on Brown Deer Road, 5600, and yeah, it's in a business building on the second floor. It's pretty nice in there. It's a bunch of suites of all different people.
Okay.
Most of nail techs, massage therapists, estheticians, hairstylists. It's a lot of people in there.
Everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
Is hair texture important when cutting hair?
Yes. And even in school, when they training you, you don't see all the different hair textures that you're gonna see because the mannequins only come in so many different hair textures. So once you get out, that's kind of like once you start seeing more hair textures, that's when you're gonna get comfortable in the skill and the practice and get better. Once you get seeing more hair textures, and you know what to do with them, because each hair texture got tricks to getting that good polished look.
Go ahead. Sorry.
What would you say is the biggest challenge when cutting a child's hair?
Patience.
Cutting the child's hair.
Patience. It really depends on the age. Definitely depends on the age. Every kid is different. You get some kids that just calm. They don't fear the clippers. You get kids that are scared, and they are scared of it. Especially like you gotta use your wording right, especially parents, because they say get hair cut, and kids associate cut with actually cut. So you gotta use more words like you want to make them go look handsome, something like that. Get groomed, cleaned up. Don't use the word haircut. I know the noise kind of get them too. And then you got your kids that just kind of hyper.
Yeah.
So you kind of gotta be patient with them.
Would you say, excuse me, have you ever messed up on someone's hair and was able to clean up the mistake you made?
Yes, most definitely. Even now, I wouldn't say mess up, but
Make a mess up. A small
yeah,
mistake, I
we
should say.
definitely make small little errors, mistakes, but yeah, definitely fix. The client would never know.
That's probably part of the learning process too. I'm assuming when you start cutting hair, right, you have to learn how to kind of get over that too and not get in your head too much. Maybe
Right.
like if you're making those mistakes. Did you have a lot of practice models? People that would let you practice on them?
So before I actually got my license, I used to practice cutting hair. My dad used to cut my hair growing up, and then when he quit, I had to start cutting it on my own.
Oh,
And I
okay.
used to cut me and my friends' hair, and then I ended up going to barber school.
Okay. So do you feel like because you kind of already had that practice, you were further ahead than some people, or did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It was probably like me and only two other people that had some experience.
Okay.
And everybody else was fresh.
Yeah.
Had no experience. So I did a little ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Did you practice on yourself before barber school, or did you wait till you finished?
No, I practice on myself a lot. Practice on myself a whole lot. That's the best practice. If you can cut yourself, you can definitely cut other people.
Are clipper tools expensive?
So for good ones, especially now that they come in cordless, they are real pricey. Because any cordless clipper is like $150 now and better. But cord clippers, you can get some good liners for like $60, or a good another clipper is about a good $80-$90 a cheap. And then you got cheap clippers that you can get some of those. But if your technique good, the price of the clippers really don't matter. You can still get a good haircut out of it.
How many clippers do you own?
That's a good question.
Several.
Yeah, I want to say at least 10 or maybe better.
Do you use them all?
No.
Okay.
Just testing out different clippers.
Yeah.
See what I really like, and I
Yeah.
kind of found what I like now. So
Okay.
I haven't bought any clippers recently.
Okay. Do you use one set of clippers for most of all your haircuts, or do you kind of?
Yeah. So I have these. So this is a adjustable clipper. This is a Walls Masters. I mean, yeah, it's the wall clipper,
Okay.
magic clip, and I use these for pretty much every cut. This is what I blend with.
Okay.
Fades, tapers, get loose hairs, little fly hairs that hang.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much what I use for all that. And then I use these liners to line up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are these tools? You have so many tools here. I'll ask more questions about. But
Mhm.
are these tools what they train you on when you're in school?
Some, well, the tools wise, yes. Some of the supplies, no. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You want to kind of go through what you have here?
Okay, yes. So got a pick for anybody with a fro, anything. Got your fade comb, kind of help you fade and blend hair. This is the rhino comb I got from a barber who sells these. They kind of help getting each side equal.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to match this box on this side, you measure it, and then make sure it's matching the same on the other side. And also for measuring hair, you want to get the hair texture the same length. Same one with this one, it has the inches on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how long the hair is. And this is kind of more for the detail cuts, getting the small ends of the blends together and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And just to clean my clippers off, get the loose hairs, my blade to do shaves and everything with and detail.
Well, that's different. I haven't seen one like that before.
Yeah, they keep coming more stylish now.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like to collect these. You got your guards to help you get a certain length of the hair, help you move quicker, because you can also do it without guards and a comb, but it's quicker to use a guard. And this brush is just to brush the hair when I'm fading. Some hair texture work better with a brush versus a comb. I got enhancements, fibers. Some people enjoy that. Another enhancement, I never got the bottom piece to it, but this is for semi-dye.
Seems like a lot. It's popular more now. Would you say?
Yes, most definitely, most definitely popular. A lot of people like it, especially if it's done right.
Do you do it right?
Yes, most definitely. I got my shears,
Mm-hmm.
and got these to hold hair. They kind of grip into the hair, hold them. I got clips also, depending on the hair texture and amount of length of hair.
Interesting.
Dust brush, dye. I got beard balm for the beards. You always want to make sure your client got good soft beards. You want to train your clients, and this beard oil, train clients to take care of their hair better.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to keep them up on products they can use. I got oil sheens for shine. I have this for to hydrate the face. It's just a rose mist, white rose mist. I got for anti-bump spray, tea tree oil to hydrate the face, clipper oil to clean the clippers. This is just a astringent, some sea breeze to clean the cut afterwards. And that's pretty much, oh yeah, then my wave foam to kind of lay the hair down for my wavers.
Is this a cape?
Yes, in my one of my capes.
I like it.
Thank you. I bought this from a barber who sells them.
Okay. Did it take a long time to collect all the materials that you have?
No, not really. Especially if you go looking. Definitely, I always try to stay educated on other stuff. So I'm always trying out different supplies and everything. So yeah, I constantly keep looking, but it didn't take long to get these items.
What would you say good clipper maintenance consists of?
Clean them every day. You know, brushing the hair out, spraying them with either clipper spray, and you gotta be careful with the clipper spray because since these are metal, that fluid can rust it if you just let it sit on there. So you gotta use oil to put it on there afterwards to lubricate and everything, so the fluid ain't sitting on there making it rusty, making your blade rusty. Because because then they gonna cut right after that.
Mm-hmm. What would you say? You know, the purpose of doing this is obviously to expose a lot of young people that we work with to different careers, and we're trying to get them to just see you can do anything. I mean, anybody can do anything they want. Really, just have to put some effort towards it. But also, kind of the realistic aspect of it too. So, would you say that you faced any barriers in this journey, whether it's barbering or graphic design?
Yes. I think the main barrier for barbering would be the schooling, making that commitment to that. That 9 months to the year, that's definitely got. I've seen a lot of people drop out and hear about a lot of people.
Well,
dropping out.
It's like 50%. You were saying.
Yeah, and there's been even more in other groups before and after us that just drop out. Where only the class graduate with only like 3 people. So yeah, that's probably like the biggest barrier for that one. I would say.
Okay.
The other one for barbering, I would say is. When you first starting out, is getting clientele. You're not gonna have clientele right away.
Right. Yeah.
So that's really a struggle. Like after making that commitment to school and then getting out and not barely making any money doing it, you gotta really stick through it and advertise. You really gotta push yourself.
Right.
And get your name out there.
Good thing you do graphic design.
Right. And that too. That one take time if you don't go work for somebody right away. You choose to do the freelancing. It takes time to get people to want to trust you to do their business, but these days it seems to be easier because everybody's starting businesses and looking for logos and stuff. So
we've met a lot, in just doing this, we've met so many different entrepreneurs and started this, and some of them have started this journey during the pandemic, and I think even more so now, people are really thriving in the entrepreneurial side of things.
I was going to ask, so as a barber, what do you find is the most satisfying thing after you cut someone's hair?
Yeah, the compliments. I love the compliments, especially when they come back and they tell me how long the haircut lasts, or we did this, and who complimented on their haircut, how people noticed it. The compliments is definitely what's up. Another satisfying thing is the conversations. Conversations. I meet so many clients that do so many different things, and we had good conversations, or just the stuff they've been through in life. Like, you really are like a therapist because they really touch like everything.
So rapport matters just as much as skill, you say?
Yeah. Especially because I know a lot of good barbers, and I've cut some of their clients, and the business side and their people skills is just as important because not showing up on time, no calls, no shows, putting people before them, stuff like that really affects your business, and it shows. Clients, they definitely will leave you in a heartbeat.
And that kind of leads me to my question, is that like how much would you say it takes to organize your time and your schedule, and like how challenging is that for you? Because you said you create your own schedule, but creating your own schedule means that you have to build in time to make money, right? And also time for your personal life. So how do you, is that a challenge for you, and how challenging is it?
For me, currently no, because I don't have a family or anything of my own, so I got time to just the time that I choose to give to the business, and I pretty much I do from 8 to 7 during the week, and then 8 to 4 on Saturday. So I pretty much give them a good amount of time, and then I also offer before hours and after hour haircuts. You just got to pay more, and so I give them a pretty much good time. And the thing about making your schedule, you got to be consistent. Have to be consistent. You can't be here and there with your clients because they're not gonna stay. They like a consistent barber.
Right. And now, how far along after you started, finished school, did you decide that you wanted to open your own spot?
I didn't know I was gonna do it so quick.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna take a little longer, but in the pandemic, the shop I was at closed down. And I had to figure out a move, and it was either go find another shop to join that I actually like, and then or get your own. And I chose to get my own.
Okay.
Have you cut in any weird places as a barber?
Yes. House calls and at barbershops. I won't say the barbershops, but I've been at barbershops that's real uncomfortable for clients. Like, and And I've done house calls that's uncomfortable. People got their dogs, make it uncomfortable for you to come in. They got wild dogs and just the conditions of their house and everything. So yeah, I've been in a couple of places.
Was there ever a time that somebody asked you to do a cut that you were like, please, I don't want to do this, and you try to talk them out in a nice way, but they just really insisted on it?
Yeah, yes, but I never tried to talk them out of it. I just try to do it. Yeah. But it's been because I'm like, I haven't done this one yet.
Ever been a cut where you're like, please don't tell someone I did this?
Yeah, that too. I don't say it, but yeah.
But you
I just
think
try
it.
my best on it. Yeah. That was more so when I was starting out, though.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Do you have a scheduling app, or do people just text you?
So I do both, because some people come by me to word of mouth. So, but I do have a schedule how I try to play everybody onto it. It's StyleSeat. I use StyleSeat.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And I just started Square, but that's like in the shop.
Yeah.
Like for those clients that just came by word of mouth, or if they buy a snack or something inside the shop.
Okay.
How do you try out new cuts that you want to test out, as far as like arts or designs? Do you ask people, or do you just wait for them to come to you?
I actually haven't done that yet, but I've had people that get in the chair and just trust you, that just say, do whatever, just make me look good. So them are good moments too to do, because people be looking for something new, but just don't know what. So as long as you make them fit their head right, you can pretty much do as you please with certain clients.
Okay. What would you say has been your biggest success? Whether it's graphic design, barbering, both, what would you say your biggest success has been?
Currently so far, I would say starting my own this year. I turned both of them into a business, and I've been getting more clientele. So I would say so far that's been my biggest success.
Okay. And as far as one or the other, is there one that you kind of like more? You really like the fact that you can do both of them?
I do like the fact I can do both.
Yeah.
The only is just trying to balance them completely all the way right, but for the most part, I got good balance.
Okay.
Yeah, but yes, I like them both the same. When I got to school, I just knew I wanted to be doing something creative, and they both allowed me to do it, so I like them the same.
What do you think are some of the qualities it takes to do what you do?
Patience. You gotta have your fine dexterity skills to get the details, especially because there's definitely a lot of details to make it to a certain level when it comes to barbering. As far as the graphic design, I would say with both people skills, you work with people a lot, so your communication skills is definitely a plus. You can do it without it, but having them definitely will boost you.
Okay. And what keeps you going?
Keeps me going, as far as on the barbering end, what keeps me going is helping people solve their hair problems. I have people come in with skin disorders or hair disorders. They don't know what to do with it, and I like having solutions for it.
Okay.
So I like helping people in that kind of way.
Okay.
And same thing for graphic design. People want to start businesses, and they just know I need a logo, but they don't know why they need a logo, or what the logo should look like, who they targeting, stuff like that. So I like to help them on that end too. I just like assisting people with what they need as far as what the skills I have.
Okay. We have, and I'm jumping back kind of, but we have a young man that, frequents here, and he's interested in getting into the industry, but one of his challenges has been finding a solid barbershop, quality shop that he feels comfortable in, that is providing quality service to do his apprenticeship in, because he's an apprenticeship program. Any advice in finding the right shop, and maybe not a specific one, but any advice that you can give someone to find the right place for you?
For apprenticeship, yes. I would say word of mouth. I will just ask different people who they get cut up by, because it's a lot of good barbers that people recommend, They say, oh yeah, he a good dude, or he's a good barber, and everything like that. I would say do that, and just go check out different shops, walk in shops, and just peep the environment, look and just watch and observe, and yeah, I think he'll find ways to move forward.
Okay. Any last words that you have? Any like words of advice, words of wisdom, anything you've learned along the way that you want to share with any young people that want to get into barbering?
Yes. One, it's a lot you can do with barbering. A lot. You can be a platform barber, get sponsored, and you can cut the funeral homes and stuff like that. You can do group homes. I do both of those. And you can own a business. You can own your own product line. You can do so much in the hair industry that I would say that is definitely something to get into. Like, you have so many options besides just sitting there behind a chair cutting. You can do so much more, like cut celebrities, all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
As far as words of encouragement, I would just say just stick with it. The patience, because at first you're not gonna be good at it. You're just not. But practice, you just keep practicing, and with that practice, you're gonna start to notice things, and it's just gonna come to you. It's just that one day you're just gonna be good. Like, it's just gonna be like that.
Yeah.
And I would say the same thing for graphic design. Same thing. Just once you learn the skills, it's just about constantly putting them to practice, and you just gotta keep practicing what you do. You will always get better at it.
Yeah. Be willing to invest the time.
Yeah.
One last thing, I was wondering if we could take a look at your, I think you designed your cards, right? Your business cards?
Yes.
I'm assuming you would. Can I take a look a little up close on maybe what some of your designs look like?
Yes, I designed, this is the graphic design card. And then this is my barber card.
Oops, this is a little fuzzy here, so. I like this. You just kind of created this on your own?
Yes, it took a minute to figure out what I like.
Fuzzy, yeah. Very nice. Well, obviously you're good at what you do, and we really appreciate that you came in and shared your experiences and your journey. And hopefully some young people will be able to watch and learn some things, and maybe open their shop just like you.
Right. Or do something, or take it further.
Right, there you go. Like you said, a lot of things you can do in the industry. So, okay. Well, thank you.